And there it is, Best American Comics 2017. Here you have a look at some of the best comics out today, independent comics, art comics. I like the term alternative comics because that kind of sets up the perimeters. We're talking about alternative comics, alternative to superhero mainstream comics. And what I really admire about this series, put together by editor Bill Kartalopoulos, and this year it's guest editor Ben Katchor, who is a legendary cartoonist and just a fun person, I'm sure. I've never met him. I'd love to interview him sometime. And I can feel his sense of whimsy. In particular, I think of Ben as being responsible for having this comic in here. This is an excerpt from John Wilcock, The New York Years, by Ethan Persoff and Scott Marshall. And this to me represents what independent comics are all about. It's very quirky, very oddball, very specific, and it's just a perfect book right now, or perfect book to excerpt. It's a book. It's an online thing right now. It will be a book, and this is about the origins of the Village Voice. So that's one of the most important parts of it. Let me go back a little bit here. Well, they're featuring John Wilcock, who was the journalist among a elite group of folks, including Norman Mailer, who put together the Village Voice. And we follow the story through John's eyes. This is really funny. This is one of the segments, gives you a taste of what the book's like, where he gets to spend the day with Marilyn Monroe. Now, that is priceless. I would love such an experience. To spend the day with such an amazing person as Marilyn Monroe. And of course, he speaks very highly of her. Or how about Steve Allen? He did a lot of interviews. That was, I think, his specialty, what became his specialty. But anyway, this is a great, quirky comic, and I kind of just gravitate to that one. I think this kind of says it all when trying to point someone in the direction of what's going on in independent comics. Well, look at that. Or look at this, Jeremy Meets the Forest Cow. Now, this is by a young cartoonist just starting out. And what's great about this this collection is that it tries to include as much as possible. Right here we're looking at Sam Alden, Test of Loyalty. But you know, there's just so much in here. And they strike a balance for the readership that they anticipate. So they include stuff that even the most seasoned of readers would go, wait a minute, I didn't know about that. And they also include stuff that that maybe the seasoned readers would go, hey, I know Ed Piskor. You can find that on Boing Boing, or Kim Deitch. Yeah, we can find him. But a lot of new readers this will blow their minds. And it's good, it's great to be able to have this extended piece by Kim. And this was in Kramer's Ergo. And there's reliable sources when putting together an anthology. You can go to the Kramer's Ergo. You can go to some. This is also Kramer's Ergo. So it's a little, maybe too much Kramer's Ergo there, but I don't know. It's fine. There's cartoonists that we all know and love, like Gabriel Bell, and there's new cartoonists. So it goes back and forth with cartoonists that are new to us. This is John Hankowicz. I actually reviewed Education recently, so it's nice to see him included. But it's a wonderful, impressive collection. That's what I really want to impress upon everyone. So seek it out indeed. And that's about it. I think you're going to love this book. Best American Comics 2017. If you're new to the independent comic scene, this is a must read.